Hey church, I hope you're having a great day. Just hours before lockdown started, I found this on a shelf in the shed at Lifezone. A couple of thoughts went flying through my head the moment that I saw it. I was like, wow, that stuff is like gold. Hand sanitizer at this time, right before lockdown. The supermarket shelves are empty. People have panic bought, they've stockpiled, and you just can't get it anymore. And then right on the back of that thought was this thought: what is the point of all of that hand sanitizer sitting on the shelf in a dark shed for the next 4 weeks when I could be using it at home? So I brought it home. Wasn't mine, but I brought it home. I think it belongs to Cool Bananas. So I'm sorry, guys. We'll need to sort that out. Once we're released and lockdown's over, we can sort that out. Don't worry about it. But once I got it home, it actually sparked a little bit of debate, because some people in our family believe that we still need to do the traditional hand wash, the soap, the water, the thorough hand wash for 20 seconds, sing happy birthday twice to yourself while you wash your hands, and then apply the hand sanitizer. Others in our bubble are like, no, you don't need to go to all of that trouble, because right here it says it kills 99% of germs. 99.9% of germs. It kills them all. So why bother with soap and water when you can just put this stuff on, it does the business, and you're all sorted? This debate and Easter got me thinking about John chapter 13. In John chapter 13, it's just before the Passover festival. And Jesus knows the hour has come where he will leave the world to go to be with his Father. Some of you will know this kind of as the Last Supper. Jesus and the disciples are at the table, and Jesus stands up from the table. He takes off his outer garment, wraps a towel around his waist, and then he pours water into a basin and begins washing the disciples' feet. He gets to Simon Peter, and Simon Peter's like, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" And Jesus says, "Peter, you don't understand, but a time is coming when you will understand. You'll understand in a little bit of time." And Peter emphatically, like kind of Simon Peter could only be, he emphatically says to Jesus, "Jesus, you will never wash my feet." And we pick up the narrative in verse 9. It says, "Unless I wash you, you won't belong to me." And Simon Peter explained, "Then wash my hands and head as well, Lord, not just my feet." Jesus replied, "A person who is bathed all over does not need to wash except for the feet to be entirely clean. And you, disciples, are clean, but not all of you." This gives us a powerful explanation of salvation and eternal security. Those who are once for all washed don't need to be entirely cleansed again. That is, they don't need to be resaved. Jesus in John 14, just the next chapter over from where we've been, he says this. Jesus says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." And so if you're a Christian, if you have personally put your faith in Jesus Christ to forgive your sin and to restore you into a right relationship with God the Father, then you have been entirely washed. There is no sin. Your past, present, and future sin is dealt with. You are clean. You've had that full bath. Here's the deal though. As we journey through life, we can accumulate dust and dirt on our feet, sin. And that sin can even be incidental sin. It can happen and we not even know that it's there. 1 John 1:9 says this: "If we confess our sin, he is faithful and just to forgive our sin and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness." If we confess our sin, he, that's Jesus Christ, is faithful and just to forgive our sin and cleanse us from 99.99% of our sin? No, cleanse us from all unrighteousness, all sin. And so my encouragement and my exhortation to you is, as long as you have got breath in your lungs, put your faith in Jesus Christ to forgive your sin and to restore you into a right relationship with God the Father, to eternally secure your home. Secondly, if you've already done that, don't let unconfessed sin impact the relationship that you have with Jesus Christ. The dust, the dirt, the sin that we can accumulate in our lives as we journey through life can be an obstruction, a barrier between having a rich, vibrant and dynamic relationship with Jesus Christ. So put your faith in Him for salvation and keep short accounts with Him to cleanse you, to purify you, to get rid of that sin that can end up on our lives as we journey through life. Bless you, church.